Well, good evening, Pipe Pals. How are you doing? Let me scoot up here just a little bit and say howdy to all of you. Good evening. Auf Deutsch, guten Abend. Alles klar? Gut. Okay. Well, this video is going to be a short little video, believe it or not. Smoking a little Boots Chacan. I think one of our illustrious pipe pals or pipe presenters calls it butts choking. Anyway, and I'm smoking some early morning pipe. But it's not early morning. It's actually almost late evening. I need to go to bed. Get ready for tomorrow morning. So I had some things I want to talk about real quickly. That I'm kind of excited about, and I just want to share them with you. Hope you don't mind. I know I sometimes might be a source of irritation to some of you when I talk about my little journey into fitness and health and all that stuff, but I wanted to kind of just share with you just briefly just some of my own personal findings that I'm kind of excited about. I never really thought that I was ever going to be able to kind of turn back the clock so it is as it is, and that to be able to do some of the physical things that I'm doing now in my 50s. To me, I'm very excited about that. I never thought I would ever be able to return to running again, and I'm able to do that. But one of the things that I have been a little bit concerned about, and I will be honest about this last week as going to my CrossFit workouts and things, there's a concern, and it still is going to be a lingering concern, of possibly getting injured or hurt. And one of the things that it has been a little bit of a source of optimism and hope is that I'm finding out that if I do get a little bit injured or I tweak something, I'm able to recover pretty quickly. Not maybe as quickly as I'd like to, but certainly it's not quite as bad as it once was. There was a time where if I hurt myself, it could take months to kind of heal up from an injury. And I think I'm noticing that even though I can maybe strain something or even sprain something or maybe pull something, I have some tendonitis in this elbow here last week or so, but it seems to be healing up quite well. So I'm greatly encouraged by the fact that yes, I can still I have this new freedom and movement. I'm able to do things that I haven't done in 20 years. So I'm excited about that. I'm happy about that. And also, even if I do seem to have a minor injury, it's not going to be something that's going to sideline me for a long time. At least I'm hoping. So that's one thing I wanted to share with you. Actually, it's two things. The ability to move, work out, and also the ability to heal if I actually get hurt or injured. One other thing I want to talk about a little bit about is again the nutrition thing here, and I'm going to share something that I'm coming to deal with, which up until recently I've kind of just I have to say I just kind of blew it off, but I think it's important, and I know that a lot of us and a lot of you are probably doing a lot of things that I've done, we've all done. And we don't think about it, but we need to think about it. And I know that maybe some of you might get a bit, probably a little bit defensive about what I'm about to say, but I just need you I need to say it so you can hear it and think about it. I'm not telling you you have to do anything. I'm not here to dictate to you, tell you how to live your life. But I do think that from time to time, if I find something I think is important, that I think is good, is important to share, which I'm going to share with you now, just a couple things. I'd like to do that. And again, you can take it or toss it. I'm not telling you, if you don't do it, we're not going to be friends anymore, or you have to subscribe to everything that I'm saying. That's ridiculous. But I want you to think about something, because I've had to think about it for a while. And finally, I think I kind of decided, all right, I'm going to do that too. Now, I'm not, that's not getting rid of my pipes, or that's nothing that drastic, but it is kind of drastic, and I'm going to share it with you. Because it goes beyond just, pipe smoking and our hobbies and things like that. This is something that we all take for granted every day, but I'm starting to realize that, you know what, I think I need to really, I know I'd seen, some of you watch my videos, you're probably wondering, why are you always going, because I get ashes and little debris on my clothes, and I guess it's just part of pipe smoking. So anyway, so the two things that I'm reevaluating and probably eliminating, I started even today, is I'm looking at totally eliminating microwaves, processing food in my microwave. Now, what I normally do is I don't necessarily cook in my microwave, but I use it to defrost. And the reason why I'm probably going to let go of the microwave now is because the bottom line is, or simply is, that it alters the molecular structure of your food, and it kind of messes up the proteins. It just messes up the whole proteins. So if you want to learn more, I'm going to give you a source video to watch, and there's a lot of stuff on the internet you can pick up too on your own. And also in heating things in microwaves, whether you're heating them in plastic, which is really, really toxic and bad, or even glass, it just is not healthy. It's just not good for you. And the other thing that I've had to, say, okay, I got to say goodbye to is the Teflon or ironstone, or whatever it is, the non-stick coating on skillets and pans and things. So I normally, fry up a steak or chicken in a Teflon pan, and again, I'm finding out that it's just not good. It's just not good. So I started today. We have a little kettle that I started using now. Heats up water almost as quick as a microwave, so that's not a real issue anymore. And also, I have some really nice cooking pans that I got several years ago, but I just used them as omelet pans, and then I stopped making omelets for a while. Anyway, the bottom line is that those two things I really had to look at and seriously eliminate from my life. So think about it, and again, maybe you'll come to the same conclusion. If you do, great. If you don't, and you have some things to say about that, and say, no, you're overdoing it there, Padre, then fine. Go ahead and let me know what your take is on it. Okay, the last two things. This is something I wanted to share with you. A lot of you have been very kind lately, and saying about this one video I just made a few days ago. I made another version of it, so I kind of cut it down a little bit, but it's still long. It's like 30, maybe 35 minutes long. I don't know. I'm going to post it. I am going to post it. And but I got inspired by watching a Jay video, and I was able to make a connection, I think, and hopefully it'll make sense. So instead of me just rambling on like I did for 45 minutes, I cut the ramble down to like 35 minutes, and I'll be posting that pretty soon. But the last thing I want to say is a lot of you you know, have made some comments, mostly positive, but there's been a few of you said, look, Padre, I don't have that time to watch a 45-minute video or a 25-minute video or a 10-minute video. I mean, keep them short. And that's great. I understand that. And of course, you're under no obligation to watch. And if you just want to skim through it or go, you know, kind of start at the beginning and look at something and then kind of fast forward a bit, and that's perfectly okay, perfectly fine. I'm just grateful you stopped by and just check it out once, or you know, maybe a few seconds or a few minutes. But there's a video, and again, I'm going to cite this video. I'll probably put it in the little bucket list, as John Matches 860 affectionately refers to it, the bucket list, beneath this video. And it's a health and nutrition. It's called Nutrition and Health, and it's by a guy by the name of David Getoff. David Getoff. Now, if you think my videos are long, check this guy out. Okay? I'm almost tempted just to, I may not even tell you how long it is, but if you can go and just on a YouTube search, David Getoff, I guess it's Getoff, just David Getoff, it'll come up. And there's a video called Nutrition and Health. You check that video out. Now, when you guys find out how long that video is, you're going to give me a break, I think. But the only reason why I'm telling you about this video is because I watch this video, believe it or not, at least once a week. There is so much good information. Okay? Sometimes people might wonder, well, where do you get your information? You know, where are you learning some of this stuff? This guy has this, I think it's a profound, great video. Now, maybe some people may not like his presentation style, but I think he's great. He reminds me of a couple of guys that I know. So his persona is very similar to a couple of friends that I know, and so that for me, I like his presenting style. Very knowledgeable, and he really challenges established stuff, and I think he's right on the money. I think a lot of the things that he says are just absolutely great. So if you're interested in learning a little bit about the beginnings of health and nutrition, you can't go wrong by checking this guy's video out. Now, I will tell you, I'm going to give you a little bit of warning. I'm not going to tell you personally now. I want you to go check it out and tell me. You're going to go, whoa, I can't believe that video's that long. But I'll tell you what, I have watched it. I came upon this video maybe 3 months ago. And I can honestly say I've probably watched it at least 20 times. Now, I do. Now, granted, it is long, and so I put it on the background, and I'll come in, and it's kind of like on the background sometimes, or maybe but as I go into bed at night, and I just kind of want to listen to something and maybe hear some things that I haven't heard before. But it's a great video. It's great information, so I'm just going to just put that out there and just say, guys, you know, if you're interested in more, you can't go wrong by checking out this video, okay? So, little Turin dot there, a little Nessun Dorma in the background. I think it's Luciano Pavarotti. Good pipe, a good aria, huh? Oh man. It just doesn't get any better. It just doesn't. Anyway, thanks for watching, and then I'll be posting another video very shortly. Take care.